Check, check. Check, check. Small delay, y'all. Small delay. All right. How is, by the way, I've been working with my delay here. Let me know how my sound is, fellas. Welcome, guys. Glad to have you tonight. You see, I'm in a new location. I had to set up in my basement. Who we got? Nilvan Neto in the house from Brazil, here to watch some Brazilian football tonight. We have a guest tonight, Alexandre Ribero, who has been working with Chief Pigskin now for about a month, and he shared some game film with us. And for the month of April, we're going to try to watch some game film. And but like I was saying, I had to set up in my basement, so I'm coaching, of course, football. Started helping with my daughter's Little League team. I started taking a Spanish class, and when you put it all together, I don't have time to get over to the office. So I had to move everything here at home. And I'm gonna try to adjust my delay here on my voice. Let's see what this does. Let's see here. Good to see everybody. If you're getting here, if you're just now getting here, man, let us know where you're watching from. We're so thankful to have you guys tonight. Check in. Let us know where you're watching from. It looks like I got a handful of guys in the house that I have not seen your names before. I'm assuming that whole Brazilian crew here. Strangely enough, in order to offset my time here, I gotta go one click at a time. Do not know why it makes me do that, but it does. Trying to offset the mic here a little bit. What's up, everybody? David Thomason in the house. Welcome, guys. Gustavo Sass, Felipe Eric, Julio Malsigner, Rob SG, professional sound, loud and clear. Yeah, the problem is, it might be professional, but I can't fix my delay. I'm gonna have to do that afterwards. I thought I was gonna get it done tonight, but had to come from the old youth softball practice. We're gonna get Alexandre Ribero in the house here in a moment. We're gonna be talking, we're gonna be watching some film, having some fun, just hanging out. Let the boys be in the boys. We'll get to pick Coach Ribero's brain a little bit. I just love watching game film with a guy. I like knowing what he's thinking. You know, it's just cool to hear everybody's different perspectives. All right, that's taken me forever. Let's see. There, finally. Not having to do it one click at a time. Okay, stop. And I'm gonna click off this and click back. Don't know if, no, the delay's still there. I'll work on it afterwards. You guys are gonna have to deal with my slight voice delay. Let's go get Coach Ribero in the house. Welcome, everybody. If you're just getting here, my name is Nate Albaugh. I coach high school football here in Illinois, right in the center of the state, really, where the University of Illinois is. And I've been coaching for 20 years. And we just come here and we hang out. We try to go live 4 times a week for 3 straight weeks, and just try to enjoy it. So, Coach Ribero, you said there was no delay?
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
I got you. We got you loud and clear, Coach Ribero. Looks like you got a good following of Brazilian coaches here to hang out with you. You must have spread the word somehow.
Oh, yeah, man. We just love some Brazilian football. So there's some athletes in the house and there's some coaches in the house as well. So I hope we're having a good time.
And I see you got the team shirt on?
Oh, yeah. We got to represent the Wilders, right?
Okay, so tell us who you are. The Rio Preto Wilders?
Right.
What's a Weiler?
It's like the dog.
Okay.
There's a pit bull and there's a Rottweiler. I guess that's how you call it in America.
Oh, so Weiler as in the Rottweilers. Right. I like that name, the Weilers. How long has the team been in existence?
Oh, it's been 11 years now, Coach. It's been since 2010. But I've got here at the end of 2017. So my first season was actually at the beginning of 2018. And the game we're watching tonight, was in 2019. It was our best year so far in the program.
Okay, man. Well, I can't wait to see it. And yeah, we got some confirmation. We gotta again. I gotta fix it. I got this delay. The system comes with a way to fix the delay, and I was really hoping to fix it before tonight, but I just didn't have the time. So you guys got to deal with my slight voice delay. Sorry about that. We're gonna watch a little game film. Hey, do me a favor before we start watching game film. Leave us a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. And last but not least, if you could click share and let the people know on Instagram or Twitter that we're here hanging out, talking ball, we would really appreciate that. I want to continue to spread the love. The coolest thing, Alexandre, about bringing you on has been, for myself, getting to know international football a little bit. It's just, I'm enjoying that quite a bit. I was certainly aware that there was a lot of football being played elsewhere in the world, but it just makes it that much more real when you get to know someone from somewhere else. All right, so tell us about this game that we're watching, and you're going to have to, because I can't share it through Zoom. I mean, I could, but then just me and you would watch it, and our audience couldn't. Hopefully you've got your film pulled up to yourself as well, and I can tell you what play number we're on. So right now, so far, just here on play number 1. I'm assuming this is you here in the black jersey, gold pants. We can't hear you now, Coach. We can't hear you. You might have still muted yourself when you were chewing out your kids.
I apologize.
Oh,
so
no problem.
The game we're watching tonight, Coach, was like I said, was back in 2019. That's the championship game for our state championship, and we were back then 7-1 record, and we were playing a team from another conference called the Steamrollers, and they were 8-0 or something like that. I can't remember, but they were undefeated. Their defense was the best defense in the championship so far, and we came up with a game plan that we were sure that if we executed well, we could have great advantage for starting the game. So as we watch the game, the clips, I'll kind of share with you guys some of our game plan and some of the adjustments we've made in there. So I'm excited.
Okay. Well, I am going to, this is about as big as I can make it right here. I just shrunk our faces so that I could enlarge the screen here. So let's just jump in. We'll just start watching, Coach. And I'm going to try hard to make sure I let you talk, but I might just kind of hurry us along once in a while. I might just make some of my own comments. Now tell us, are you calling the offense in this game?
No, I was calling the defense, and Nilvan, it's our offensive coach. He's in the meeting right now, and he was calling the offense.
Okay, so
great job, by the way.
You got a coach calling the offense, so you're hearing 2x1. You've got that H-back. How much of the game do you guys playing with an H-back up there?
Oh, Coach, our H-back was a former offensive lineman, so he's extremely strong. So we had him in the game most of the time, most of the snaps. He was always there. And for us, the way we see it is whenever you add an H-back in the box, the defense has got to bring another guy. So for us, our H-back it's better than anyone else that the defense could bring. So we kept him in the box as most as we could.
Man, and that looks like just straight QB sweep out the gates.
Yeah.
Well, Coach, should we watch your defense or should we just watch a little bit of everything?
Coach, I only sent you the offensive film.
Oh, well then we're not watching your defense.
We can do it in another opportunity. I didn't know.
All right, play no, don't apologize. 2x2, and it looks like you just snuck your H-back here to the bottom of the screen. I'm on play 3 now, actually. I'm on play 3. Looks like you snuck that little H-back here to the bottom of the screen.
Mm-hmm. So
2x2. Now your back is way back there. I'm going to go back and see where he was in that first play. In the first play, he was behind him, but not quite as far behind him. Second play, he looks even deeper.
Right.
Now on that play, it looks like he's got the option to pitch.
Exactly, coach. So this is something that we've tried to do. If you watch it again, you can see that we're trying to create a wall and keep the edge integrity. So they were running kind of a 4-4 cover three in the back of the coverage. So for us, we were reading all the time that overhang in a tilt position. So what we tried to do was to block the D line and the linebackers and read the overhang.
Yeah.
So
and this one, it works out perfect because this linebacker, the near side, inside linebacker, the near side is blitzing, and now he just gets washed. I like how you just split this H-back super tight flex, and now he's, again, big, strong kid, as you were saying.
Yeah.
Now he can just block down.
Exactly.
And he does. He creates this wall, nice little running lane.
Yeah.
So far, so good. All right. Play 5. I'm on play 5. Now, it looks like every other play, am I getting the same thing, but I'm getting an end zone clip?
Yes, there's an end zone clip for every play, yeah.
All right.
So
H-back back.
go ahead, coach. My bad.
Now, are you guys RPOing this, or is this a pre-call?
Right.
Is this called beforehand, or is he reading it? Boy, that looks like run blocking to me.
Yeah, this is not an RPO, coach, and like I said, they were playing 4-4, and those overhangs, they were in conflict all the time, so that was our game plan, actually. The overhangs were number 45 and number 2 for their defense, so they were the best tacklers in our opinion, so we tried to do our best to read them every time. If they came to the box, we would throw the hitch or a slant behind it. If he stays there, like in a freeze technique, we would hand the ball off. So that's what we do.
I like this, man. I mean, schematically, it's fantastic. It just, again, it's one of those things, it's hard to do in reality because, I mean, look how much heat your quarterback has coming down his neck, right? I mean, that's not easy to do. Quarterback doesn't throw too bad of a ball, but just short. I'm going to check in with our guys in the chat. Guys in the chat, if you're just getting here, watching, we thank you. It is the month of April, and we're watching some game film with some coaches every night. We'll be live again tomorrow night at 8. I see Victor Hugo Lastoza in the house, Larry Alba in the house, Marcos Martins or Martins. Esas speed options, I abalaram o front de mais, ha ha ha. I did understand the ha 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 part. The other parts.
LOL.
Is that, I figured, is that Portuguese that I'm reading?
Yeah.
Okay, you guys feel free to speak whatever language you want. I will not try to speak anymore. Ben Johnson in the house. Hey, just because Ben Johnson's in the house and, of course, David Thomason in the house, I promised to tell Coach Johnson, Coach, how we won our overtime game. We actually, in our first game, we were in overtime. We ended up winning that game. And, again, we were both very evenly matched teams, and it really came down to this. They made mistakes and we didn't. They had an opportunity to score and got flagged. It would have taken. I think actually they completed a pass to score, but got flagged for illegal shifting. Had 2 guys in motion. So then that gets called back. We make one big stop knockdown to get the turnover on downs, and then they're running their mouths. So we get to start on the 5-yard line, and we just run 3 straight plays to our big old halfback, and we march it down and score for the overtime victory. So it's not like we had any magic. They made some mistakes, and we didn't in overtime, and that's what it came down to. Okay, thank you guys for checking in the chat. Feel free to have your own conversation. Feel free to throw out any questions you may have for Alexandre and Coach Ribero. And also, look up Coach Ribero on Twitter or on Instagram. On Twitter, he is at, tell us your Twitter handle, Coach.
Oh, it's hard in English, but I'll do my best. So XANDAO _RIBEIRO. Zandão Ribeiro.
Anybody that's on the show, I'm going to put your names on the wall. So these are the Rio, Preto, Weiler. Spell what? W-E-I, right? Rottweilers. There we go. Rio Preto is on the wall officially. Now that I'm at home, Now that I'm at home, I got to make this place, I got to get my own special decorations for my home office here. So here we go. Back to your film, Coach.
Let's go.
Back to your film. There's the RPO. We're going on to play 7. Same formation. Shift our guys.
Yeah, so this is
Boom.
it's a power play for us. And, Coach, this is a way for us to break our tendency because so far we were running speed option and quarterback keeper to the same side of the H-back, right? So now we're running to the opposite side and crossing the H-back, costing him information and kicking him out. And you can see the overhang in the top of the screen, how he's worried with the pass in the RPO.
Yeah, I'm going to watch this one from the end zone. This is a great play to take from the end zone. You know, and so you guys in the chat, what do you call when you are scouting someone, so like you just get the film and you're plugging this into your own system, what do you guys, what's up, Heitor Medeiros, good to see you. What do you guys call this play? I've called it, so it's power, clearly, right, just like you said, but it is a little different because it's power away from the H-back, and so it's a little different. So the term I've come up with that's like our shortcut term for this, at least when we're scouting people, we don't personally run it, but when we're scouting people, we've just started to tag it as power back, right? So we have power and we have power back, which is short for backside power, right? It's our way of saying power to the backside. So we've called it power back. Again, do you coach anything differently here, Coach, on a power, I'm just going to call it power back versus power, or is everything same as?
Coach, we do coach it a little bit different. If it was to the same side of the H-back would be in what we call a trail technique, and he would hop like a gallop, like an offensive line when he's galloping. So he would gallop to the defensive end, but once he's crossing, now he's got to put his hand in the back of the pulling guard, and he's going to kick out, and the guard is going to climb to the backer. And the key for our running back is to stay inside of the second puller or the closest puller, because we want this thing to hit in the A gap downhill, and that would be our coaching.
I like it, Coach. Come on to play number 9. It is 3rd and 4 for you. I like this. You go push motion, a little distraction, and then you just go QB keep with the power. In fact, that's just wedge. Is everybody just base blocking, Coach, so blocking the nearest man, or is it a true wedge block?
So it should be an ISO for us, Coach. We're trying to insert that H-back in the linebacker.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I see that.
So just like you said, it's a eye candy for the backers.
I love this. I love this eye candy, because look at this backer right here, right? I mean, here he is, inside backer. You send push motion, and look what he does. He stands up, and he's flat-footed at the snap of the ball on a 3rd and 4 when you know you're coming right at this guy. That's all the difference in the world, man. Now he's catching this instead of throwing a strike.
Yeah, so this should be an RPO for us, Coach. If he, like you said, if he follows if he indicates at all that he's worried about that swing by the back, we're going to run the ball. If he stays in the box, we're going to throw it, because now we have numbers and angles.
Then you'll swing it. Yeah. I like it, Coach. Coach, give me the average age of your players. How old are these guys?
We have players from 16 all the way to 30.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now we go 3 by 1. We got 3 to the top of the screen. I mean, I would call it speed option. Is he reading this, or is this a true pitch all the way? I'm on play 11.
Play 11. It is a speed option, Coach. This quarterback, he was a running back for us, and but the quarterback got injured in the 2 games before this one. So you can see that he's pitching with the right hand, but he was executing.
I don't hate that. I don't hate that at all. I've again, if you're coming in, if you have any doubt about your ability to pitch it with a certain hand, I mean, and bottom line is this: we need the ball to get there. So, I don't care what it looks like.
Yeah.
Get it there.
Exactly, coach.
And if we have more time to practice, we'll work on doing it right. But I like this. It's a good, effective little pitch. And you guys can see, I'm sure you guys have caught this, but this outside backer here is hurting himself trying to get inside your number 3 guy, right? So he's trying to get inside the number 3, which leaves them with no overhang player out here. It's killing them. Like that. Nice job.
Yeah,
all right, man.
We felt that their perimeter was not necessarily weak, but not as efficient as in the middle. So we've done it the whole game, coach, through different plays and adjustments.
Yeah, now here we go back to really an off-tackle play. But tell us how you're blocking this. We're on play 13. Is this like, are you guys just reaching up front across the board? Would you consider this outside zone?
So this for us would be, or we're trying to run the quarterback here, coach, because they're adding players to the box. So here the running back is just kicking out the end, if I'm not mistaken. Let me go to the back angle.
Yeah, let's go ahead and go to the end zone view. Yeah, so I'm curious,
It's
like, what are you teaching this?
Yeah.
What are you teaching this right tackle here? Because he seems to step with his right foot, and then he just blocks down.
Yeah, so we're trying it. I don't know what he did there. It was not supposed to sound like that. To me, it looks like outside zone, and he somehow communicated with the guard because we have the stag. If it's an outside zone, you can block down, and the guard is going to pull behind you. So it creates kind of a pin and pull. So that's probably what's happening there.
Coach, you got some good-sized kids up front, man. Some good-sized dudes.
Yeah. Our right guard, coach, he played college ball D1 in Canada, so he's a great guy. And
wow.
He's been doing a good job in coaching the offensive line.
Now, this one skips just a little bit on us, so we missed some of it. But it is jet. We're getting jet across the face. How are you handing off your jet, or are you flipping it?
No, I am flipping it because it's an incomplete pass if he drops. Is that what you're asking?
That's what I'm asking. Okay, so you like to flip it. How successful has jet been for you guys?
So, Coach, it's been good for us whenever we find soft edges, but if the D end is really trying to set the edge there, we'll probably check to something else, or we're going to run jet differently. We're going to run jet maybe faking something else, not the way we run it. And we're trying to do there, Coach, is the running back is going to help the offensive tackle in the defensive end, like in a chip block and climb to the overhang there. So that's how we try to set the edge. I don't want him to stay forever in the D end, but like a chip block, only to help the tackle to have an angle and then climb to the second level.
So I want to ask our guys in the chat. Welcome, Coach Gardner. Glad you're here, man. Thanks for joining us. I want to ask the guys in the chat. I've had a question about this for a long time, is what differences do we see between handing it off on the jet and flipping it on the jet? My team that I'm on right now, Unity Rockets, we are a flip team. We got a great football team. We haven't had a ton of success on the jet. And so when I just look at it on our film and I'm trying to evaluate why we're not able to pop one yet or really have some even just positive gains, I'm just trying to figure it out. And I'm wondering, has anybody had any experience with doing both? I'm wondering if flipping it is forcing us to snap the ball a little bit sooner. My quarterback can't shuffle with the handoff. So, like, is all of that forcing me to snap it a little sooner and I'm not attacking that edge quite as quickly? And again, this is a very general question for guys. Does anybody think that that's possible? If anybody is flipping it and having a lot of success with jet, would love to know what you're crediting it at too. Sometimes I wonder if it's just a matter of success has nothing to do with flipping or handing off, and everything to do with how often you're repping it at practice. I see Ben Johnson in the house says, we dropped a jet handoff in the state championship, big turnover, and we lost. Have flipped it ever since. See, and I get that's a huge reason. That was one of the biggest swing points in our first game of our year. We were down by 2 scores, scored, and then they fumbled a jet handoff. So, yeah, I'm seeing that, man. He says, flip, you can't fumble. I get that you can't fumble if you drop it. But I wonder, so Ben Johnson, are you guys still having success running jet? Would love to know. So, Coach, have you always done with the flip?
Coach, I've always done with the flip. And for us, the way I see it, I would only go to, and what you said makes perfect sense. And but I would only change it if we were running some sort of complementary play with that. For example, a power read out of jet. So, and then we have more things to add to that mash, in practice, because I feel like it takes a lot of time to execute that mash well and not get any fumbles in the backfield. That's how I feel it.
And I think what I would say, because I love horizontal stretch. I love it. I love jet. I love, if I were to become a full-time gun guy, I think I would spend a lot of time studying and deciding whether or not jet was going to be the main thing. And I think this is what I've landed on, Coach. And I want to make sure that there's a million ways to do this, and my way is the odds are it's not the best way. But I want to share it, but I don't pretend like I'm right in any way. I think if I ever went jet, I would probably hand it off. I do see that it is not a fumble if we don't drop it, but I would only run jet if it was going to be like staple of my offense, right? I'm not a fan of jet when it comes like as just a complimentary play. And that a lot comes from my own history as a wing T coach. When we dabbled in rocket or jet, like just kind of touched on it, it was never good to us. We would drop things from time to time. It wasn't until we became till rocket, jet became our primary when we really started to take big strides. And so I think that's for me. As I were to go gun, I think you have to have horizontal stretch. I would want jet, but for me, I would want to spend a lot of time repping it. A lot, probably more so than most teams would want to spend. And that's the hard part of it, right? We only get so much time, and we got to decide what we want to spend our time on. Okay, anyway, your jet here looks great. I didn't, that was all conversation. I wasn't even evaluating your jet. Your jet looks great. I just love jet so much. I love evaluating it. I love evaluating perimeter blocking. QB keep. Now, man, you've only given the ball to your back one time. Is this a numbers count thing? Is this a game plan? My quarterback is our superstar.
Yeah. Like I said, he was the running back early in this season. So
okay, yeah, you said that.
To run the ball. And his name is Cody. He's from American, actually. So he's an import player for us. He's a great runner. So we wanted him to touch the ball as much as we could. Okay.
Yeah, and that makes sense, man. Rob SG says, in my opinion, the flipping the ball makes the execution quicker, while the handoff makes the play a little more versatile. I could see that because you get more fakes off of it. Obviously, you can play action. It's hard to play action, that flip, right? You can't flip it and necessarily get it back really easily. Right. Hey, fellas, Ben Campos in the house. Long time no see, man. Hey, glad to see you, Ben Campos. How's your team doing, Ben? How's Carbondale doing, man? You guys sitting 3-0? All right, so touchdown for the Weilers. And now they got to punt it back to you. All right, man, that first drive, you guys made that look easy.
I appreciate you, Coach. So the plan was working for us, and we wanted to keep going, because we knew that we could score a lot before they adjust. So
killer, man. Look at this. Right back on play 20. And this is a great call. Tell your OC this is a great call. You just finish a drive where you march it down the field methodically. Bum, 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 ba, 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 ba. and you get the ball back midfield, and first play for the first time, you go big. This is fantastic, man. Again, I love this, using the H-back to give yourself an edge to roll to.
Right.
That's genius. He gives himself an edge to roll to, and just what I call sail concept, man. And out from 2, vertical from 1, and that corner just gets stuck.
Yep.
Runs right by him. Huge play. Great play call.
Great execution.
That's fantastic, man. What is it? What do you guys know? Cody G, you still in the house? Ben Johnson in the house? Ben Campos, I know you're a defensive guy. Any of you Brazilian coaches? Hey, I don't know who likes being who considers himself offensive guy, defensive guy. What is it that is so difficult about this concept? It is so simple, Coach. A deep out, right? I feel like it's even better the deeper the out. Mm-hmm. This is a deep out and a vertical.
Yeah.
I mean, could it get any simpler than that? But it torches people at every level.
He does, Coach.
You know, what is that? What's your take on that, Alexandre, Coach? Because I feel like I have an idea, but what's your take? Why is that so difficult to defend?
Coach, for me, it's a great cover 3 beater, just because you have 2 guys stretching the defense vertically now. And for us, what we've done there, Coach, you can see, like you said, you mentioned the H-back, and he's trying to set the edge. And what we see the most whenever we see a deep out and a vertical is a third player in a speed out or in a swing, like a third option to the same side.
Yeah, like getting this guy here, mm-hmm. This H-back in that flat,
yeah.
right?
So what we've done, Coach, our running back, like I said, our quarterback was a running back, and he was not comfortable throwing the ball that much yet in the season. So what we've done is we're trying to set the edge, and if you cannot throw to number 1 or number 2, you're gonna take off, because now you have got you just go, and they're gonna lead block for
mm-hmm.
you, and now you're gonna take those yards with your legs. So that's what we've done as a number 3 route.
I like that. Well executed. Now here you are, drive number 3. I'm gonna play 23, and this is some nastiness. This just isn't fair, man. This is like speed option at the 2-man side, and the 2-man side just hitches up. I mean, that's not even fair. How do you defend this, fellas? I mean, look at this. Listen, I've been seeing, if I am this outside linebacker here and this inside linebacker, I've been getting these 2 at me all game. I've been getting quarterback at me, halfback at me. I've been seeing variations of speed option, QB sweep. These 2 have to come up, and now these 2 just running, sitting down right behind him.
Right.
That's not even fair, man.
That was a tag for us, Coach. We put it on, and the quarterback would just signal to the receiver. And once that overhang is the read player for us, he would just signal. The receiver would run a hitch behind him, and we'll try to throw that ball. And it looks weird whenever drawing on paper, because what happens if something else happens,
so easy?
Right?
Yeah.
Would the quarterback pitch? What would he do? But for us, that play, he would just take off or throw the ball. He would not pitch this football to the running back, because it's too much to elaborate.
Man, but I'll tell you what, you get a crew that can get that. I mean, this is like a true triple option. Mm-hmm. He's got the option to run. He's got his pitch back here, and now he's got his quote-unquote dive back, but his dive back sitting right here. That's nastiness, man. That's nasty. I would look at this and I'm like, that is so nasty. But like, I personally am so far from that, and that's what I wonder. Like, why am I so far removed from that? Why do I feel like that's such a stretch for me? Gonna check in with our guys in the chat. Campo's talking about his team is a little young this year. They've lost a couple close games. Hang in there, man. I know I've been there. Ben Johnson says that 8 to 10 yard out is rough for true quarters concept safety. Yes. Our decision point is 8 yards, but it messes with his rule. It does. And that's the thing. You have to say, what's our cutoff point for that out? And then that's got to be repped, right, from like day 1 of summer. Coach Gardner says deep in and vert by 2 gives us more problems. Right. Okay, so vertical by 2, Number 1 going like a 10 and in. Vert with an out, we are usually very good against. Okay, face of 1 gets yelled constantly. Face of 1. Would love to hear more about that. Hey, but I'm going out to visit Coach Gardner here in 2 weekends out in Utah, so maybe he'll tell us more about what face of 1 means, man. He says, and then Rob SG, Weilers is out of other teams' league. Now, Coach, at this point in the game, have they scored on you guys?
No, sir. It's 14-0. You can see in the top left of the screen.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
You did get the scoreboard up that. Man, we don't have that type of stuff in America.
It's, you know.
How'd you pull that off?
I don't know. I've got it from someone else, so I don't know. It was a great job, and I appreciated that.
Look at this. Back at the same action. And quarterback just hesitates a little bit, right? That's where you got to, right? Everybody's working with their quarterback going, listen, you're the dude, right? And again, I'm not teaching you, Coach. I'm just like in my own head going, I'm talking to that kid going, listen, you're the man. Any hesitation, be the man. Keep the ball. Like, be the ball hog, the 3rd grade basketball ball hog. Like, I'm the best player out here. I'm keeping the ball. Just keep it and go. The heck with everybody else. You're the best player. That's why we're snapping it to you.
So right.
You're still marching on these guys. Here we come with a little jet action. Now we give it. Is this the same? I'm on play 27. Is this the same guy that got jet last time? It is the same guy.
Yes. You see how quick the quarterback catches the ball and pitches it?
That's fast. That is, Coach, you are not pitching that.
I am, Coach.
That's a handoff. Come on, that's a handoff, right?
I promise you're pitching, Coach.
Tell us that in the chat. In the chat. Are they pitching this or handing that off? That is a handoff all the way. But he claims it's a pitch. I'm going to have to take your word for it. For being, boy, that is fast, though. I like that. That's good timing, though. That is fast. Because that's what I feel like it's got to be. It's whatever it is, it's got to be fast, right? Because what else is the purpose of doing the play? It's to quickly attack the edge.
Right. Exactly. Coach.
Right? And if we run an edge attack play but don't attack quickly, well, right? And are we defeating the purpose of the whole play? I'll tell you what, man, your running back, that slot is slippery, man. He doesn't appear to be real fast.
He's very
But
experienced.
when you keep seeing guys that can't catch him, that's when you go, okay, maybe he is fast.
Yeah.
This is exactly, and I do this all the time when I'm scouting a team. Like, we get the film, and I see the kid go in motion. I'm like, okay, we can handle this slot. And then as the game goes on, and nobody can tackle him, and it doesn't look special on film that nobody can tackle him, but nobody can tackle him, you just do the math, and you're like, okay, the kid must be really fast.
Yeah.
He must be.
So he's been playing this game for a long time, Coach. So we just love this player. He's number 28. His name is Wilmer. He's just a fantastic receiver. I'll send you his dive.
That is a nice. That is a nice run.
It is.
Because there was not much room there.
Yeah.
Now it looked like it got called back though, right, Coach?
It was a whole.
Don't you hate that?
Yeah.
Don't you hate that? All right, we're back with the push motion. Now you put counter tray in front of it. Coach, not only counter tray, this is like super power counter tray.
Yes.
What do you guys call this, man? They're going to get H-back kick out, which is like power, but you're getting backside guard and backside tackle to the point of attack. I'm on play 30 for you, Coach. This is super counter tray.
So,
I like that.
31 maybe, no, Coach?
I think I'm on 30, the end zone view
30,
of it.
My bad. I understood 33. My bad. Yeah, so for us, Coach, in this specific game plan, we told the offensive line that we did not want them to block both overhangs. So they would only have to deal with the 4 down linemen and the 2 inside backers. So whenever the overhang was at the line, we would kick him out with the H-back, and the rest would just remain the same. So that's what we've done. It looks like 3 polars, but the H-back is really, really only taking care of that overhang there.
Well, bottom line is you're getting a lot of numbers to the point of
Exactly,
attack.
Coach. That's the point.
And this is where I struggle. Here's a side note. I always wonder, when I look at this and I see that you just got your H-back to the point of attack, you got a double team at the point of attack, you got a backside guard and a backside tackle to the point of attack. When I see stuff like this, I feel like the first thought I have is defensively, I feel like I'm at a disadvantage if I don't get an eye, if I don't have somebody keying guards. Because I can't get that extra guy to the party like you can if I'm not reacting when you pull.
Right.
Does that make sense?
It does.
I don't know if you think the same way defensively.
No, I agree 100% with you. And what we've done to counteract that was to, like you're seeing the back swinging. Now, the backside backer who was supposed to be in pursuit, he's got a eye candy and he's got to actually check the running back. So there's not enough numbers in the play side, Coach.
Yeah, exactly. That's tough. I like that a lot, Coach. I like that. Well, actually, our team right now, the Rockets, we're fantastic at counter tray at that look, and we got a decent H-back. So I feel like, man, that could really look good for us. Well, fellas, we're going to finish this drive off. And when we finish this drive off, we're going to sign off for the night. I know it is late in Brazil, so we want to make sure Coach gets a little bit of sleep. And if anybody's willing to come back tomorrow night, we got a coach in the house tomorrow night out of Texas. Coach Harvey, I believe. Let me check. Yeah, Adam Harvey in the house tomorrow night out of Texas. The Hippos. What's the name of their high school? Hutto, is that the name of it? Yeah, Hutto High School, Texas in the house tomorrow night. We're going to be watching some game film. One last reminder, if you guys could leave a thumbs up, subscribe if you're not subscribed. Come back anytime and all the time. We'd love to we're always talking ball here at Chief Pigskin. And look up Coach on Twitter. That was his name is in the chat over there. It's at Jando Ribero, something like that, right? I'm getting better.
You're getting better, man. I appreciate your effort on trying to say my name. You're doing a great job.
Well, fellas, we're going to finish this drive and then we're going to sign off. Thanks so much, everybody, for joining us. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up and look up Coach on Twitter and on Instagram. All right, so now we show a little action. Roll at that, speed out. Now it's a fast out. Back to our fast guy. That's our guy that's running the jet, right?
That's Wilmer. Yeah, the slot.
Oh, Wilmer, this one was too easy for you, wasn't it? He started, come on, we know this one too well. It's like, hey, I'm about to score on this.
Yeah, so that one for us, Coach, is the way we protect some of our runs. We know, everybody in the league knows that our quarterback runs a lot of zone read stuff, and he keeps it, and he destroys defenses. So what we're trying to do there is just a naked that our OC has put in the game plan. So it's just a way to protect our run and try to get that perimeter with a cover 3 beater, like a curl play.
Yeah, and I like it because it's there. Look how much room he's got. It's there. Now, then the very next play, Coach, my first thought was, oh my gosh, you're kicking from this far away? And then I remembered you're in Brazil.
Yeah. Coach,
It can't be hard for you to find kickers, right?
That's a great kicker. He's a 43-yarder, Coach. That's a great kick.
Man, seriously, those were literally my thoughts. First was, oh my goodness, from that far? Oh, he's in Brazil.
He's a great kicker.
Do you know how hard it is to find good kickers in America?
Oh, Coach, I bet.
But it is so hard to find kickers here.
We do have good guys here, Coach. Really good guys. They would have great opportunities in America if they were seen, I'm 100%.
Yeah.
That guy that plays for us, he's awesome.
I've had several foreign exchange students over the years, a couple from South America, a couple from Europe. And I'm always thinking when they first get there, I'm thinking, ooh, you can kick? And then I'm like, no, if you could kick, you'd be back home playing club sports or something. But you're here. You took a vacation to America because you were the one kid that couldn't kick. But we're happy to have you. We'll take you on the football team. But for real, I've never had a foreign exchange student that could kick. But let's see if he makes this, Coach.
Yeah.
plenty of leg.
Really good, right?
Plenty of leg. Now, does this kid, tell me, is this kid only kick for you, or does he play and kick?
No, I mean, he used to be a receiver and a kicker back in the days, but whenever I got here, we just saw so much potential, and he wanted to,
that was nice.
to improve as a kicker, so he became a full-time kicker and has done a great job for us.
Man, that's nice. Coach, what's the width of your uprights? Is it college width, NFL width, high school width?
It's closer to high school than anything else, Coach. We play by the international rules, which are very similar to high school rules.
Oh, okay, I didn't realize that.
I know,
man.
I'm sorry. I know we have to wrap this thing up. You want to see something really cool from this kicker? Jack plays 73. I guess
73.
Yeah, the guys in the chat, they'll like it.
All right, here we go. 73 to finish off the night. Oh, there we go. A little okey doke. A little trickeration. Love it, Coach.
That boy can run.
Was this your call? Was this your call?
Yeah.
I love it.
So Minitron is the holder. He plays Wildcat for us as well. So we've been working on that for a long time. It was actually an idea from a player, our right guard.
Yeah.
So he came up with this. We practiced. We never used it into the championship game, and there we are.
That's a great way to do it. Now, final score, I'm looking up here, 26-0.
I was 35-0. I didn't put the last drive there because it was a threes playing. So.
Man, well, I sure hope you guys get a chance to play again. Looks like you got a great thing going with your program, Coach.
I appreciate you.
Man, keep it up. Well, you guys look up Alexandre on Instagram, on Twitter. Look him up, guys. Thanks for joining us tonight, Coach. All our other coaches from Brazil, overseas. Thanks so much for joining. Really appreciate your support. We'll be back tomorrow night watching a little more game film.
Thanks, Coach.
Good night, man.
Thanks, Coach. Thanks, everyone. See you soon. Bye-bye.